Hi everyone, it's Aaron with Univet Optical Technology. Today we're going to take a few minutes to discuss some of the key things that you need to think about when you're shopping in the market for a loupe and light. We're going to discuss optic, frame, light, and battery, and I'll wrap it up with the importance of serviceability. When shopping for loupes, the majority of loupe providers will be able to give you two options. That is the Galilean system versus the prismatic system. I'm going to briefly explain the difference between both of these. The Galilean system consists of a concave natured optic that amplifies the image. These will usually range from anything from 1.0 up to 3.5 in magnification. The Galilean system 3.0 is what majority of instructors will recommend that students use. When using the Galilean 3.0, you're able to see the entire arch, but the magnification is still strong enough to see the detailed anatomy of the tooth and perform general dentistry procedures. The prismatic system is another option that's usually used in more surgical or delicate procedures outside of, say, restorative and crown and bridge. You will see this type of technology often used in perio or endo style work. This is an actual prism versus the concave nature that amplifies the image for edge-to-edge clarity. The range in this type of optic usually starts from anywhere from 3.0 to 3.5 and will go to 6.0. Keep in mind, majority of students are using the 3.0, but I encourage you to try them both. Second of all would be your frame. Different facial anatomy can require different style of frame. I recommend personally looking for a nose pad that provides a lot of support. The loupes can be worn for many hours, and smaller nose pads can sometimes cause pressure points. And if you're doing a long day, anywhere from 6 to 8 or 9 hours, you want to make sure that the frame that you're wearing is going to give you the support needed. Generally, loupe companies have a varied style of frame, anywhere from your traditional to sport style. Sport style with Univet tending to be our most popular due to the comfort in the nose pad itself. When shopping for a light, many of the companies will usually present two different style lights. You have your LED standard and your surgical light. LED standard can often be seen as having a hot spot or a centered point of light, which can usually cover the area of the quadrant. This has a slight hue with a hot spot in the center and is designed to be aimed at the quadrant. The surgical light consists of a higher lux, sharper image, and no LED hotspot, and the circumference of this light will allow for total arch illumination. This style of light is highly recommended above the LED standard light. Having a good, strong, proper light is going to allow you to see the image much clearer and allow for the optic to do its job correctly. When searching for a light, ensure that you're going to have a battery that can last up to anywhere from 8 to 16 hours. Most standard batteries on lower settings can last around the 12-hour range. This particular one with Univet can last up to 16 hours on low intensity, 8 hours on high intensity. Keep in mind during your exam, you're going to need a battery that can last a long time as you're not able to switch it during the exam. Look for something with lithium ion and ensure that you're asking the questions about duration and lifespan of the battery as well too. You don't want to have to buy a battery within a year it needs to be replaced. Look for something that's going to have longevity. Last of all, one of the most important things when shopping for a loupe outside of the optic technology, outside of the frame, outside of the battery and light is your serviceability. When buying from distributors, they may not have an obligation to service or help you should anything go wrong with the product. You will be instructed to ship anything back to where the loupe is manufactured. That is something that you want to avoid at all costs. Look for a company with local servicing. For example, Univet has 2 offices in Ontario, Oakville and Markham, and you're dealing directly with the manufacturer. When shopping for a loupe, deal directly with the manufacturer. Avoid sales agents that work third party through distribution channels. They have no obligation to repair. That's on the manufacturer's end. Serviceability is key because your time is limited in preparing for this exam, and should anything happen where service is required, you want it addressed immediately. I'm going to post my contact number and information at the end of this video. Please feel free to reach out to me should you have any question about Univet products, or if you have any questions about loupes in general, I'll be more than willing to assist. Thanks again for your time, and thanks for watching.